Nah, good try. I don't know what the fuck is wrong. I took a shot. I'm gonna start shooting while I think somebody else.
Did you shoot me, D-Money? Oh, it's jammed?
That ain't the mute. You took the closer one.
Hey, John, it's on in the hallway behind you. After that.
Oh, so in the hallway behind you?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah, it's on out there. And it's on hard left. If you jump in and shoot hard left, oh shit.
You still trying
fucking a room?
They about to run out. That Claymore should go one.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll toss it to the left. Creates a little space. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Took a shot as he threw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Washington sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give from the gun. Past the first down marker and still running. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Auburn! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Tacking if no tacking on that door. I'm confused.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
To their quarterbacks after they take big hits like that. He got the first down, but you don't want to make a living taking those whacks.
Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Who was looking at? Because I was doing my
This could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up.
Picked off. What a way to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense put moving and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. First down here for the offense. Here's the pressure. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
They get to him as he throws. Picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always, always remember your first. Your first interception. They'll always...
Looking for a huge play. Snags it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get a touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
Nah, don't give me some shit, bro. Don't give me some shit.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Goddamn.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, you know, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He's got him. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The RPO fire complete to the left. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down.
That's how you close it, okay. Here we go. I think I do. You gotta shoot it, okay.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.